All right, now we had dessert. Now we're having dinner. Ashley's in a giggle fit.
We're having fun.
It's the ultimate comfort food. It's the perfect St. Patrick's Day lunch. I'm jazzed.
Oh my gosh. Joining us now to show you how to make shepherd's pie burgers and corned beef sliders is blogger Dan Whelan from thefoodinmybeard.com. Welcome back, Dan. It smells amazing in this kitchen.
Yeah, it smells good already. So both these recipes could be essentially either like with your leftovers, or they could be sort of a twist on, like, if you're having a party and you don't want to do like the classic boiled dinner or something. You have like a different twist on the same flavors that you're used to for St. Patrick's Day. Something different though. So I'm working on these shepherd's pie burgers.
Yes.
I have just some corn, onions, carrots in here that I quickly sauteed in some butter. I have the ground beef here, and you just pour it on top of the beef and mix it in.
It's this easy.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys, there's a lot of debate on if you should mix stuff in to the meat when you're
I saw that on your blog.
when you're making burgers. Like, if you have like really good meat like you got from butcher and it's like freshly ground up and stuff, you don't want to mix stuff in. But your average grocery store meat, you know, if you're doing an interesting recipe like this, it's fun to mix stuff in from time to time.
Well, here's my take on the whole thing, and I don't know if anybody cares, but when you have a burger, sometimes it gets too dry if you cook it, especially like there's people in my family who like their burger medium or well, and it's so dry. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But if you put some cut up peppers or cut up onions in there,
it adds
it's
a lot of
moist
moisture.
Burger. Yeah. That's just what I think.
So you add carrot. I've always had shepherd's pie with corn and onion, but you had some carrot in there too.
It depends. I lived in Bermuda for a couple of years, and Bermuda's a very British island, and there's a lot of, like, shepherd's pie is different there than what I was used to having here.
I'll believe that one.
I like different.
Yeah.
So I like it the way I grew up with. I also like kind of twisting it around. I've seen like a tomato-based sort of gravy as the bottom part with just potatoes on top. So I just have some mashed potatoes, again, going with the leftover theme.
Yeah.
And when I first made this, I kind of thought, like, why haven't I been putting mashed potatoes on cheeseburgers my whole life? Because it tastes really good.
Does it really? I'm
bet the
intrigued to
texture's
try
good.
this now.
Like smushy and smooth, right?
Yeah. And it's
guessing.
just, this is just an easy mashed potato recipe. I like to roast my potatoes and not boil them. I think you lose a lot of flavor when you boil them.
And you roast them and then you mash them up?
I roast them, and then you can put a lot more sort of butter and cream and the good stuff into the potatoes, because you don't have these like wet potatoes that you're starting with that had lost half of their flavor in the cooking liquid.
You know, it seems like that just makes sense, right?
I'm gonna try that.
So you peel them before you roast them?
No, unpeeled.
I don't peel them.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't?
And then, depending on the
Sounds
recipe, I'll
easy.
peel them after or not peel them.
Wow.
Do you want to let these
I'm gonna
melt?
let these cook a little bit.
Because in the meantime, corned beef sliders.
Yeah, exactly. So we have, again, the same St. Patrick's Day flavors that you're used to, corned beef and cabbage, but instead of doing a cooked cabbage today, we're gonna have like a fresh, almost Asian sort of tinged cabbage slaw to put on these sandwiches.
So here we go, we have some cabbage
Thanks
here.
Thanks for your hard work.
No
there.
worries.
Just throw it in there, and you can just lightly dress it with those things there.
Here, as Jan was telling me,
Lightly
there's no rhyme or reason.
No, it doesn't really
Really?
matter.
Just have some fun with it.
All right. Be careful what you say, Dan. This could get crazy.
She likes mayonnaise, so do you want to reveal your
light
joke?
mayo, but not light on
She
it.
goes to the sandwich store and she always asks for light mayo, but not light on it.
How much sriracha?
Oh, that looks good.
All right.
Whatever you like. If you like spicy, if you
Gosh,
don't
I
like
like
spicy.
cooking with you. If I can't make mistakes, you make me feel good about myself. Too much? How's that?
That looks perfect.
All
Yeah,
right.
when you're dealing with something like this, it doesn't really matter.
It's
all
just a
personal
taste,
preference.
right? Yeah.
Here, you can.
Yeah, I'll do that for you.
that.
No problem. I actually prefer my cabbage sliced a little thinner, but you know what, Seth?
Well, you know what?
To each
Potato
his own.
potatoes, yeah.
Potato.
The cutting board.
Oh, the cutting board. Absolutely. There.
Dan, are you wearing your green today?
Well, it doesn't look like I'm wearing green, but
Show
my
everybody your
pants,
pants.
Kick. Give a high kick.
Kick, here we go.
We know you're a rockette.
These are Dan's pants.
they're a little too
nice.
tight for that.
Yeah, I was going to say, did not see that
Too
coming.
many shepherd's pie burgers. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right.
So we make the slaw.
We make the slaw.
So yeah, you just got your
Leftover
brisket
corned beef.
Leftover, yeah.
Hey, that looks pretty good, right?
Put it right on there.
Bam.
Put a piece
Done.
of the slaw in.
All right. Here we go.
You'll get it eventually.
Okay, well, maybe if the cabbage wasn't cut so thickly, it would be easier.
And there you have your sliders.
That's good.
And the
that,
thing is, you get like a nice crunch from the vegetables, and then you have the sort of melty meat. And if you put it on a potato roll, you have your potato, you have your cabbage, and you have your corned beef. It's like the whole dinner.
I think that's awesome, Dan. What a great idea.
Now over here, the burgers are done. Right?
Yes.
I know.
Look at that.
I know.
It looks like an Eggs Benedict, kind of.
It does.
Reminds me of. There we go. I can't even talk right now.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Best day
But this
ever.
isn't even, we're not even done yet because later in the show you're going to show us a Bailey's cheesecake. Is that right?
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know who has leftover Baileys.
But if you do.
But you can buy it just for that recipe.
That's true. We got you covered. Well, we'll be back with that in a little bit later.
Thanks, Dan.
That's good.